What's up, B Squad? If you can hear the sound of my voice, I want to say happy Easter to everybody out there. Hope everybody is having a great day, you guys. So this live is very impromptu. I don't intend to be on here any length of time. The only reason why I'm doing this live is because of what the live that I did yesterday on Ready to Love. I did that live yesterday, and the whole day went through, and the monetization on that thing was green, green, green. I wake up this morning, and I have a yellow limited um, monetization on that video, which I'm still not clear on why it was limited, but hey, it is what it is. So, really and truly, the reason that I'm just coming on here, like I said, impromptu, just wanted to do a quick live just to see what will happen with the monetization, if it'll, go through, if it won't go through. That's all this is, nothing less, nothing more. But yeah, I don't expect to be on here any length of time because I really don't have anything to talk about. The only thing that I could come up with to talk about is that I did see that, which you can see it in the title of this video. It says, "Let's talk Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Beyonce, and whatever else." Now, the thing about Bette Midler is I was on Twitter last night and I saw that Bette Midler had tweeted that she wanted to join the cast of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. I would love to see how Bette Midler would fit in with the Beverly Hills Housewives. I don't, I don't know if she would mix well or not. It would be interesting to see if she does. But hey, and I did see that Andy was talking about. Cause let's see, what did the tweet say? The tweet was like something about let's see, Bette Midler. It was, I know, like I said, I know it was talking about her wanting to join the show, but let's get it up. So this is from People Magazine. It says Bette Midler asked if it's too late for her to join Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It says, quote, "In the mood to talk some ish." Hmm. If anybody out there watches the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it says Bette Midler is 78 years old. So yeah, it says, "Is it too late for me to become a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills?" The actress asked her fans. "I've watched it, but I am in the mood to talk some ish and to get paid for it. A dream. Hashtag RHOBH." And then, like I said, Andy Cohen came up behind her and said it's not too late. So, I mean, she could come on and do a cameo appearance. We saw Jamie Lee Curtis do it. We saw so many people on Beverly Hills. But hey, come on, Bet. Come on. We'll see how it goes if she joins. If she joins, we'll see. But yeah, if you guys watch Beverly Hills, let me know, what do you think about that in the live chat or in the comment section as well. And then what else do I want to talk about real quickly? Oh, so when I was doing my Let's Get Into the Blogs on what was it? See, I think I did it yesterday. I meant to discuss that bridge that got hit down in Baltimore, up in Baltimore. Like, it was so freakish to see that. Um when I woke up the next morning after it happened, and it was the scariest thing that I've ever saw. To know me is to know that I have a fear of bridges, and I definitely have a fear of bridges where there's water over them. It's just a big fear of mine. Like, I can't do it because when my family and I would go down, we've been to Shreveport, Louisiana, and to go down to Louisiana, there are a lot of bridges with water around them, and it's just I once you get so far out there, it's like you can't turn around, and God forbid something bad were to happen, and you're stuck. You're stuck like Chuck. So prayers up to those people, those six people that have lost their lives because of this. I know that there are a lot of conspiracy theories out there about this, and anything to know about me is I don't go with conspiracy theories, so I'm not gonna listen to them. But because it was odd though the fact that the lights went out on that boat and this accident happened. Just very weird, very very weird. And then now the whole political stuff with it. I I just I'm still stuck on that because it's a long bridge, a very long bridge, and that's important for people. People who live there, they use that bridge to go to work and things of that nature. Excuse me, y'all. So now people are having to reroute, and I don't know how easy or how difficult that is to do. It's it's a lot. It's a whole lot. Now there was something that I was a little confused about, and if anybody knows, because I know that they talked about the six people that are, you know, they were looking for them, but then it became a recovery effort at that point, because I believe what they're saying is that the bridge is on top of the vehicle underwater. Oh God, that's just a scary way to. That's just very scary when you think about it. But I know that there were two people that they rescued, and I was kind of trying to figure out how did they rescue two people if they couldn't find out. That's interesting. I wonder how that happened. Or were they people that were on the boat? I wonder if that's the case. If you guys know, feel free to let me know in the comments section and in the live chat. Um, what else do we want to talk about? Like, it's really nothing to talk about on this Sunday. We know that, Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part one starts tonight, and we got Summer House Martha's Vineyard episode two is tonight. There's just not much to talk about. What I will say, I'm kind of tired of talking about is this situation with Portia and Simon. It's I don't even know what to say about it. I feel bad for her? Absolutely not. I don't feel bad for her because, as the age old saying goes, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like, I don't know why she got with that man expecting any kind of different experience with him when you clearly saw how he did his ex-wife before you. So I was just a little, I mean, as I said, everything everything that glitters ain't gold, and Portia is learning that lesson the hard way. But hey, it is what it is. Um, what else? Like I said, there's not a lot to talk about. Not a whole lot to talk about this week. This weekend, more specifically. I guess the biggest thing that's out there is Beyonce's album Cowboy Carter. That's the biggest thing that we can talk. That's can be talked about right about now. And for me, you guys all know I am a big, huge Beyonce fan, and I have listened to the album numerous times at this point. I can't even tell you guys how many times I've listened to that album. So, in my initial video that I did where I discussed the album, I have since added more songs that I like to my list. So, excuse me. Actually, I'm gonna go to the album real quick and tell you guys the songs that I've been wearing out. So, we'll go down the list. American Requiem. I haven't really been listening to that song that much, but it's a good song. Hey, Marlo, you say, I know one of the men who was rescued friend was on the news mentioning his friend being able to escape through a window. Well, that man was lucky. That man was lucky. Excuse me, that he escaped through a window because, like I said, it's scary when you just literally sit and think about that. The fact that the ship, that big, huge ship, hit that bridge and they were on there fixing potholes. My God, like that's a one. I'm terrified of heights. Number two, like I said, I'm terrified of bridges with water. I just can't do them. Like no parts of me can do a bridge with water. Like I'm very claustrophobic, and that would just freak me out completely, completely. So, like I said earlier, prayers up to those people's families, prayers up to the two who were able to escape, and prayers up to the people who unfortunately lost their lives. Prayers up to them. Um, so yeah. Now going back to Beyonce real quick. So this album, Blackbird, I do like that song, you guys. And I don't know if I said it in my video that I did earlier this week, but well, Friday. But I will say, I think I did say it. I love the fact that Beyonce highlighted these young women in country music. You guys saw that she sent a bouquet of flowers to K Michelle, which I was so happy to see that for K Michelle. She also sent one to Mickey Guyton. I was happy to see that as well. Somebody that needs to sit down and kind of put it on mute is Akbar V. So Akbar V went on Twitter this past week. I think it might have been Friday, and she was like, Beyonce had reached out to her to do some work with her. I was like, girl, if she reached out to you, you can she's gonna take it back now because you don't put it out there for the world. If anybody's gonna work with Beyonce, not to mention it because Beyonce moves in silence. So I don't believe nothing that Akbar said. I take everything that she says with the finest grain of salt. So I do, like I said, I do like Blackbird. It's a good song. I do enjoy 16 Carriages. I actually heard a different version of 16 Carriages with one of Maxwell's songs, and it's actually really good. I liked it. So my rose, I'm I haven't really listened to that song. Like I've listened to it, but not like that. Oh, I also did see a. I don't now. This is a rumor, so take this also with a fine grain of salt. But I did see a rumor that it's expected that Beyonce will announce her tour on Friday. Now, again, like I said, take that with a fine grain of salt. For me personally, I'm not ready for her to go on tour. I want her to, because I mean, we all know she's currently in Japan. Let her have a little bit of fun. Give us a year, Beyonce, and then we can talk about the tour. So after 16 Carriages, I do like Protector. I do enjoy that song. It's a good song. I realized I skipped over that. And then Smoke Hour with Willie Nelson, that's just kind of like an interlude. Texas Hold'em, that song is still I'm still not feeling that song like that. I, that's not a song that I don't think I'm gonna like it. Now it's interesting because when she released Renaissance and Break My Soul, I wasn't feeling Break My Soul in the beginning, but I grew to love Break My Soul. But I just don't think I'm gonna grow to I don't think I'm gonna grow to like or love Texas Hold'em. And then we got Bodyguard. I kind of like that song, but I gotta listen to it again. But then we get into my girl Dolly P. Love Dolly P and Jolene. Now that song has been on heavy rotation since it came out. Jolene. Now, I'm gonna ask this question because I listened to Miley Cyrus' version of Jolene and I listened to Beyonce's version of Jolene. Let me say this real quick. I like both versions, but I don't know which one I like more. But I guess I can say they're both equal because I like Miley's version, but I love Beyonce's version because Beyonce's version is a lot different than Dolly's original version, where basically Dolly was begging Jolene not to take her man, and Beyonce is telling Jolene, like, Jolene, girl, you try to take my man, it's on and popping, it's up and it's stuck. So I like that part of it. Then we got Daughter. That song I'm not 100% feeling either. I like it, but I'm not in love with it. Then we get spaghetti. Now, I will say, I do love spaghetti. Speaking of Beyonce, Beyonce topped herself because I think Jolene is currently number one. I think Jolene is currently number one. And one thing we got to say about Dolly, that woman is making bank. She made bank with this song. She's made bank with Whitney Houston. I will always love you. I love it I'm happy for Dolly, and we go up for Dolly. I'm going up for Dolly over here. So after we get to spaghetti, we had alligator tears. I'm trying to think about alligator. I like alligator tears. It's not one of my tops, but I do like the song. And then we go into the smoke hour two with Willie Nelson on it again. And then we go into just for fun. I do like just for fun. It's one of those songs that it's so for me. Now I don't know how everybody else feels, but I don't really feel like this album has any skips. And again, this is my opinion. If you guys have some skips, then you guys can chime in, let me know what they are. But for me, it's not necessarily that I have any skips. It's like, okay, I can listen to it, but it's not like one of those songs that when I go back to the album, be like, oh, I gotta listen to this one, right? And I think that's what Just for Fun is for me. Now, Most Wanted with Miley Cyrus. I love that song. I love that song down. That is my song. Then you get Levi Jeans. I do like that one. And much like what I said for Just for Fun, I feel the same way about Levi Jeans. It's not a skip. It's not a song that I'm going to, when I play the album, I'm going to go back to it. So that's that. Then we have Flamenco. I'm trying to think about Flamenco. I can't picture it right now. So I'll have to put it in my headphones, which I don't have those on to listen to it. But I can't think about it right now. So then we get into the Linda Martell show. Now, I didn't know much, and I'm somebody who likes country music. I definitely listen to it. But and this is another thing that I said about Beyonce that I did like is the fact that Beyonce has introduced us to people that we might not have known about, right? Because like I said, people might not have known about Tanner Adele, Brittany Spence, Tiara Kennedy, and Dorena person. Like people might not have known about them. And the one thing that I definitely want to say is with Linda Martell, I am so happy that Beyonce did this because Linda Martell is still with us. She is 82 years old. And so I'm going to go to rollingstone.com because it says, who is Linda Martell? So it says on here, I'm going to read, if this ad can get out of my face. Hold on, you guys. So it says, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter includes a shout out to Linda Martell. Who is she? It says Martell's name may only be immediately recognized by country music scholars, but the singer's contributions to the genre are historic. And so, hold on. This article it says when Beyonce unveiled a poster homage to country jamborees to announce the track list to Cowboy Carter, the project's country tie-ins became even more clear. The artwork included references to Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, and Linda Martell, a name that may have only resonated with the country scholars. Although she isn't a star on the magnitude of the other names Beyonce included, Martell, now 82, left a sizable mark on country music. Released in 1970, her sole album, Color Me Country, was the first major release by a black female artist in country, a mix of honky tonk, spunk, and heartbeat balladry, all infused with her roots in gospel and R&B. The album spawned three country hits and led to Martell becoming the first solo black woman country artist to play the Grand Ole Opry. During that time, she appeared on the hugely popular syndicated country variety show Hee Haw and shared stages with country artists like Hank Snow and Waylon Jennings. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. So it says those may not seem like huge victories in the context of 2024. But back then, Martell's mere presence was historic. Although Nashville had previously welcomed a small number of black artists, including Charlie Pride, Martell was one of the first women of color to enter the field. But as she told Today Rolling Stone in an exclusive interview in 2020, she also paid the price on many levels. She says, quote, I am proud that Beyonce is exploring her country music roots, end quote. Martell said in a statement on the day of the album's release. She says, quote, what she's doing is beautiful, and I'm honored to be a part of it. It's Beyonce after all, end quote. So here's more. It says, here's what you need to know about a pioneer who's heard introducing two tracks on Cowboy Carter, Spaghetti and the Linda Carter Show, and helped set the stage for the album. Martell didn't start out in the country at all. The daughter of a sharecropper, Martell was born Thelma Bynum and raised in Leesville, South Carolina, which was so segregated that it had separate churches for whites and blacks. With her sister and a cousin, she formed a Southern girl group, the Anglos. Later, the is it the Anglos or the and later the Angelos, I believe, who recorded several singles for small labels. So that's a little bit about Linda Martell. If you guys didn't know who she was, but now we know who Linda Martell is, and I'm like I said, I'm happy that Beyonce has introduced people to Linda Martell as well as the other ladies that I did name previously. But yeah, you guys. So let's get back to the album. So we were on the Linda Martell show, right? So after the Linda Martell show, now I will say this is another song that I'm keeping in heavy rotation. Yeah. I'm absolutely loving Yeah. That is my song. That is my song. Then we get Oh Louisiana. I like Oh Louisiana, but again, it's up there with Levi Jeans and Just for Fun. Then we get Riverdance. That is a bop too. So I love Riverdance. Love it down. Then we get Hands to Heaven. I can't even think about that song right now. So some of these songs I may have to go back and listen to them again because some of them, like I said, I've listened to this album. I just got back today from Houston. So on my way to Houston, which is a 4 hour drive from Dallas, I listened to the album, front to back twice. And so I have to go back and listen to Hands in Heaven. I gotta listen to that one again. The next song that I'm feeling, Tyrant. So Tyrant so Dolly Parton is introducing this song, and I absolutely love that song too. Then we get to Sweet Honey Buckin'. That's my ish. I'm feeling that song. I love that song too. And then the last song is Amen. Now I will say for me, when I saw that this album had 27 songs, I was like, my God, that's a lot of songs on the album. I was like, it's giving like Chris Brown, because y'all know lately Chris Brown, when he puts out music, he has 20 to 30 songs on the album. So I was like, ooh, okay. I'm like 27 songs. But it's an hour and 19 minutes. So you can get it's an easy listen. Now let's see, how long was Renaissance? So Renaissance was an hour and 2 minutes, and it had 16 songs. Okay. So let me know what you guys let me know which so in this era in these with these two acts, between acts one and acts two, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer act one, Renaissance, or do you prefer act two, Cowboy Carter? Now I will say for me, it's gonna be act one. Again, I'm still gonna stick with act one. I do like act two, and I'm rocking with it. I like the album. I think Beyonce did a good job with the album. But for me, it's still gonna be Renaissance. But I want you guys to tell me what you think in the live chat and in the comments below. And yeah, like I told you guys, I wasn't gonna be here that long. So I'm probably gonna get ready to wrap up this video. Now, I want to leave with this. So what I've been thinking about is with my channel. So you guys know I do Let's Get Into the Blogs, and I try to have it up on Friday or Saturday. but here lately that hasn't been the case. It's usually up on Sundays. So here's the thing: if Let's Get Into the Blogs is not up on between Friday and Saturday, what we'll do is I'll come on here and we'll go live on Sunday morning and we'll just talk about all the topics. And that way we can get it taken care of. Also, I am thinking about doing a revamp on the channel. And so I'm kind of thinking about it. I have a Patreon. I've had it for 2 years now, and I just haven't felt comfortable with going live with it. But pretty soon we will go live with the Patreon because there are some things that I definitely do want to do on the channel, and I want to go the route of doing reactions to movies and trailers, and I want to actually watch the movies and old reality TV shows from the early 2000s and stuff, and I want to be able to do those videos without having to worry about getting any strikes on, copyright strikes, right? So what I'm going to do is I got to figure out how to edit those videos, and then we will so what I'll do is I'll put one version on Patreon, and I'll put one version over here for everybody to see, and then that's how I'll work it. But I feel like, you'll be able to see like my reaction and some of the clips on Patreon, and over here it won't be clips. I don't know. I'm just still trying to play with it. And hey, Graciela, how are you doing today? Haven't saw you in a minute, but I know I'll probably be seeing you when we get back to Love After Lockup. They return on the 19th of this month. So I'm pretty sure I'll see you on my comments for that show. But good seeing you. But yeah, you guys, that's really, like I said, I didn't have nothing to talk about. I just got on here just basically just to play with the live and see what it would do, what it won't do. So yeah, that's really all we got, you guys. But I will be hopping off of here, and I hope you guys, like I said earlier, I hope you guys are having a great Easter. Um, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys a little later. Hold on. I'll see you guys a little later for Potomac, as well as Potomac and Summerhouse Martha's Vineyard. That's what I'll see you guys for. You said I'm good. Yes, crazy stuff's been going on. I'm glad things are slowing down for me. Well, I'm glad things are slowing down too. So, because it's been a lot of crazy stuff going on too for me, but all is well. But yeah, you guys, that is really, like I said, I didn't come on here to talk about nothing, but I did, let you guys know towards the end where we're going with the channel. Also, you guys, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on your notifications, you guys. But like I said, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. That's really it. And I hope you guys have a great, great day. And I will see you guys in the next one. As always, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will see you guys in the next one. And same to you, Graciela. See you guys later. Bye.